Welcome back to another episode of Nucanoe Customs Setup of the Week. Today we're going to take an in-depth look at a Pursuit with an awesome setup for fly fishing. Now the Pursuit is a great kayak for fly fishing for a number of reasons. First, paddling performance. This is a fast kayak in the water. It glides really well. It tracks straight. It doesn't get blown around by the wind. So on the water you're really going to enjoy it. Second, it's very stable. Whether you're seated or on your feet, it's a very stable kayak and you'll be able to comfortably stand and cast without any worries. On the Pursuit, it has a wide open deck floor, so you can have your feet about 26 inches apart, which gives you great balance. And when it comes to standing up and fishing, especially fly fishing, your balance is just as important as the stability of the kayak. So the stability of the Pursuit plus the balance of a wide foot base is going to allow you to stand up and cast comfortably, fight fish all day long on your feet. Third, the Pursuit is a clean open deck. There's not a lot of stuff to snag on the Pursuit. You got a lot of deck space in front of you without anything down there. All the accessories, even on the flying lure package, are optional. So if you want it even cleaner than this, you can do that. But with the setup we're showing you today, you got a good balance between a clean deck that's not going to snag your line, and features and accessories are really going to enhance your ability when you're out fly fishing on the Pursuit. And fourth, if you don't want to paddle, you can drop a motor on the Pursuit. You can put an outboard on the back and really cut down on your travel time and spend more time fishing. You can put a small trolling motor on the back or a bow mount motor on the front. So you got a lot of power options that aren't paddle if you prefer something else. And last but not least are the rod tubes in the Pursuit. The internal rod tubes allow you to store up to 9-foot fly rod safely inside the Pursuit. The tip of the rod is going to go in tubes that are going to travel up towards the bow of the kayak under the deck, and then the rest of the rod and the reel will be alongside the seat, with the reel resting in a reel dock right behind the seat. So your rods are very well protected. They're out of the way, but right there when you need them, and that's an awesome feature for fly fishing when the rods and reels you're using out there are very expensive and you want to keep them safe and protected. So now that we've covered why the Pursuit is awesome for fly fishing, let's take a close-up look at this fly fishing setup we have this week for our setup of the week. So our setup here is designed to give you great functionality out on the water without putting a lot of stuff in the way that your fly line can snag on and things that are just going to be cumbersome for you when you're out fishing. So starting at the bow, in the front, we have the Pursuit console. This is a great little storage area to put your small tackle boxes, gear, extra flies, put your wallet, your keys, anything you like. It was going to fit right in there. And that drawer closes, so it's going to be completely out of the way, but easily accessible from your seat. The surface on top is completely open and clean, nothing to snag. If you do want to mount other gear there, you have the slide track and additional mounting locations. Next up is a casting bar. Casting bar is really handy for fly fishing for a number of reasons. One, it helps you get up to your feet. And then when you're on your feet, you got something to brace against, to lean against for added, stability and comfort while you're on the feet. But perhaps most importantly, it really gives you something to lean into while you're casting. And when you're fly casting, throwing your weight forward, trying to maximize your casting distance and accuracy, having that to brace against really allows you to do that with confidence and really cast the same way you would on a larger boat or on dry land. Attached to the casting bar, we have the Roto Grip paddle holder. So you can have your paddle where you can reach it right down there by your hip while you're standing. And this is great for grabbing the paddle, maybe reposition your kayak or move forward a little bit. So if you're going to be, kind of using your paddle to control your position, to maneuver while you're casting, you don't want to sit down and kind of, grab the paddle with two hands. This is a great setup. Next, we have the new fly reel docks, and these are a really nice addition. Been recommended by some of our team members that are fly fishing guys, and something we've wanted to do for a while. And it really gives you a very secure place for your fly reel. We know you don't want that just flopping around in the back behind your seat. So it's a nice padded surface, has the deck pads on it, has the cutout shape so the reel and little handle on the reel will fit down in it, and then the bungee strap to go over the top. So it keeps your reel very protected, keeps it secure, and ensures that no matter what happens out on the water, your fly rod and your reel are not going anywhere. They're going to stay secure in the Pursuit. It's also easy to reach around behind you, take off that bungee, grab your fly rod, pull it out from the tube, stand up and start casting, or cast from your seat also. Now that said, I forgot to mention one thing on that casting bar, and that's that it does fold down flat. So if you want to use it while you're standing, but maybe there's other times you don't want to use it, or while you're paddling, it does fold down, rests right on the bow, and is out of the way. Behind the seat, you got open space. If you want to add extra tackle boxes or gear, you can do that back there. You also have the square transom, as we mentioned before, so you can drop on a small trolling motor, drop on an outboard with our motor brackets specific to the motor you're trying to use. Finally, one other thing I'll note on this setup is on the seat. With the seat, you have the ability to add a 360 swivel, and that's really handy for fly fishing as well. If you want to be more on your seat, you can just rotate your seat instead of having to rotate your kayak to fish, to cast in any direction. So that's a wrap on our setup of the week with this awesome setup on a Pursuit for fly fishing. Check it out at a Nucanoe dealer near you, and tune in next week for another Nucanoe Custom setup of the week.